Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be drawing in my sketchbook for Inktober. Now this isn't technically actually from the official Inktober prompt or anything. I'm doing a bunch of different prompts from a bunch of different artists on Instagram. So the two different prompts I used for this one were Isaby Pinktober and Arya Illutober. The themes for these prompts were moon and demon respectively. So I'm switching things up a little bit today, and I decided to make this a real-time video where I cut a little bit here and there, but for the most part it is real-time. It's meant to be relaxing and you get to see more of my process and how I do things. When I was watching the film back, it was really relaxing for me, so I thought maybe it would be relaxing for you guys as well. Also, the candle, when it was sped up, kind of was distracting to me, so that's why I decided to edit this in a more real-time style, so I hope you guys like it. I'm using quite a few different art supplies in this video. The main ones are, I used a Micron pen, a Prismacolor Colorase pencil, a Pentel pocket brush, and an Ecoline watercolor brush pen. I also used a Copic multi-liner pen. Honestly, I only used that because I couldn't find my Micron pen that was in the same size as that one. I needed a thicker one, and I just can't find the ones that I wanted in my Micron because I lose things all the time. But you know, it still did the job. So far, I have done most of my Inktober drawings in Procreate digitally, so this was the first and so far only traditional drawing that I've done for this month. I'm just more comfortable doing digital art in general, so I've been doing most of my pieces digitally, but I did want to do at least one traditional piece because, you know, that's kind of how the whole challenge originated, doing ink drawings, and it also takes less time to do ink drawings for me than it does to do a digital drawing, so I want to practice that skill a little bit more so I can implement it more in the future. I started off with creating a thumbnail for the prompt so that I can figure out what main elements I wanted to be in it. I did do a rough color layout in Procreate, but that was just to get an idea of if the design worked with my idea. And then I went right into my sketchbook and started sketching. In the past, I've done the more finished sketch in a different sketchbook, and that's because that sketchbook is more for pencil sketches and things, and I just like the way that paper feels versus sketching in my marker sketchbooks or my Moleskine sketchbook. I don't know why, but I find it uncomfortable to just draw with pencil in the sketchbook. I like doing other mediums like Posca markers, and I really liked using these Ecoline markers on this, and I'll talk about that later. But I just feel uncomfortable sketching in this. I don't know, I think it's the texture. It just doesn't feel natural to me. So I don't normally just sketch in here. But this time I just went right into it, and it actually didn't turn out too bad. I think I was having a good sketching period at the time because now I'm kind of hitting a little bit of an art block when it comes to sketching. I think when I make the final piece it turns out fine, but lately I've not been liking my sketching. But anyway, it just turned out really well the first time. I mean, technically this was the second time because I did have a sketch on the page before that I started, but the reason I redid it was because the girl was too big and I wasn't able to fit her all on that page, so I just kind of scrapped it and moved on to the next page and did it again. But both sketches were turning out good. So I'm happy I was able to do that because it made it easier to just go right into the piece step by step. What helped me a lot with this one was that I watched a Loish tutorial on her Patreon page about doing dynamic lines with ink, and she pretty much just went through her entire process of inking like she has done in the past for Inktober, and it really helped me rethink how I ink. I kind of just winged it before. I didn't really know what I was doing, but this time I was more careful with it, and you might kind of see that in this video. I've only done 2 or 3 other ink drawings besides this one. One was from last year. I was doing a piece for Inktober, and the lines were all done in a similar thickness and maybe like one other thing, like a alcohol marker or something to fill in the dark spaces. And I don't hate it, but it definitely wasn't as advanced, I guess, as I wanted it to be, because I didn't really think about using different size pens before. I don't think last year I even realized that pens came in different sizes. I mean, I'm sure I did, but I just didn't even think about it, honestly. But starting from my thinnest pen and going to my thickest pen or brush or whatever really did help make everything a little bit more cohesive looking, because I was able to balance the piece in ways that just doing it in one thickness and then trying to like thicken things up with the same thickness, it didn't work out very well for me. And I also used the same watercolor brush pen that she used, and I have to say it worked really well on this Moleskine sketchbook. It, like, normally wet mediums don't work really well on this type of paper, but it worked really well. It didn't cause that, like, I don't know if you know, like the scraping kind of thing where if you use too much of a liquidy medium on these sketchbooks, it kind of like starts shedding or something, but it didn't do that for this. So I'm gonna experiment more with these pens on this paper because I really liked how they worked. I was kind of expecting it to do the same thing all my other ones have done, and it didn't, so yippee. I think my favorite part of this was filling in the black of the moon, because I don't know, it just felt so satisfying to just paint that whole thing up. Anyways, guys, I'm just being weird right now. So I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that it's helpful to you. Let me know if you like this real-time type of video. I'll definitely still do speed videos and stuff, but this was kind of fun. I think when the process of the art is shorter, like my traditional pieces take me less long. It takes me maybe an hour, whereas like my digital art pieces can take me anywhere from 3 hours at best to 8 hours, so there's just like no way I'm going to be at this point editing a video in real time with that much footage. But let me know if you like this, because I might do it again sometime. Let me know if you want to see any more videos like this. I can even do them past Inktober, because why not? There's a lot of prompts, so I could just randomly retroactively do a prompt and not really say anything about it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you do ink drawings? What mediums do you use for these kind of things? And let me know if you like the illustration that I created. So anyway, I kind of want this to be a relaxing draw with me kind of video, so I'm going to stop talking and I'm gonna let you watch the rest of it. I hope you all are having a lovely October, or whatever month you are watching this video in. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!